What's happening, my man? I hope you're having a good day today. And that life is grand right now, man. And if it's not, it will be. It will be. You know why? Because the truth is that eventually we get tired of being tired. They call it being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then we just change. You know, part of my job is not to just report the pretty and the glamorous about life. You know, I could be all, "Ew, it's so great." You know, there's a lot of that, man. But we have Disney for that. You know, we have a lot of commercials. We have social media for all that stuff. You're flooded with it. You know, like part of my job here is also as your father and as a mentor in the world is to tell the truth about things as well. Some things are hard, man. You know, there's going to be scenarios in life where you put yourself in a position to be controlled emotionally and mentally. Part of that is just the reality of like growing up and like ignorance or immaturity. Like that's part of life. And then the other part is like sometimes it's an agreement between people. Like I don't like myself right now. And like you're a user and I'm a people pleaser, and you know there's kind of this unspoken agreement where you're gonna use me in a number of like emotional ways, and I'm gonna be, you know, abused by you, and like it fulfills my self-hatred in ways, and it fulfills your like need to control and dominate. Like, so it's like sometimes it's an agreement between people, but the problem is like eventually you grow, you know, and those are unhealthy relationships, and you'll be in a number of them at times, you know. Hopefully not, you know, hopefully not. The reality is most of us go into them because we're all broken in different ways until we get healthy and we grow up, you know. So, you know, there may be some scenarios where you end up being controlled by situations, you know. People have the same relationship with companies, is use me up, and dominate me, and you know, like I'll feel terrible about myself, but it's like satisfying because I deserve this. Yeah, eventually you process through that stuff and you realize that you deserve better, and other people deserve better from you, right? When you decide to start showing up and kicking butt and giving them the best possible outcomes, and then you also start expecting the same from them in return. Like that's a healthy relationship is, I'm gonna push you up and you push me up. Like that's the agreement at that point. And if you're not pushing me up and all you're doing is taking, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no soapbox to stand on. The reality is like I'm just gonna move on. Like I'm just more attracted to jobs, people, relationships that are always going to push me up higher, and naturally I desire to do the same for them. That's just part of life and growing up, man. But you may be in some situations like that, and if you ever find yourself there, you may not want to fix that just yet. You may not want to accept that that's real because you're not ready to change, and that's cool, man. That's cool. You'll be all right. You know, eventually at some point, you'll just get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you know, and you'll change. Life will hit you with something and it just shocks you and you just change. Boom. You'll be all right. You know, the pain of feeling alone in that is worse than the event itself. Some of the worst things I've been through in life have never actually happened in real life. It's up here. You You know, I go through an embarrassing, humiliating betrayal. And not only is it that's bad, that hurt. But what my mind will turn that into oh, they meant to do it to me. They're all laughing at me. That makes it way worse. You know, majority of the time when I feel like somebody's laughing at me for it and they're making fun of me, you know, the reality is, man, sometimes, you know, people are crying for me in their hearts. You know, it's like that hurts. It sucks. But that's in my head. So you know, one of the things I want to do is just also like encourage you and know you're not alone, man. And it's normal. Don't feel weird and don't feel outcast. You know, life's too short to be worried about being broken. We're all broken. All of us, even the people that look so perfect and put together, they're broken. Nobody's outright gonna just tell you about the broken pieces, dude. They've spent whatever life they have up to that point finding ways to disguise that. They're not just gonna come out and tell you, oh, I'm broken. In relationships, I'm a terrible person. I feel ugly about myself and my physical body. So I'm a terrible person. No one's gonna just come out and say that. And it's just important for you to know. We're all broken, man. You know, and then we find acceptance. And I think that acceptance brings us to a healthier mindset. And that helps us also like live past our brokenness. And that leads to really healthy relationships where I can boost other people up and grow them, and they can boost me up, and I can receive them boosting me up and growing me. And that's really awesome, man. One of the movies I like, Doctor Strange, I'm a wisdom junkie, you know, so like I want to know the truth about things. I don't care about your little, you know, blah 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 blah, you know, it's so great, it's the best ever, it's always fucking the greatest and always the best ever, you know, whatever. Yeah, cool, you know. Not a lot of people talking about the truth. Like, no, it sucks, but you know, you definitely grow a lot, and it'll produce a lot in the long run. But there was a movie, it's called Doctor Strange, and in there, you know, he gets hit by this like metaphysical practitioner. Boom. And there's so many like moments in that movie that are really cool. But one comment that she made to him was, you know, we can never get rid of our demons. We can only learn to live above them. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. It's like, everyone in this world is broken. No one survived, you know, childhood. What we have learned to do on varying degrees, which means we're either better or not so great at it, is learn to live above our demons, you know, our brokenness. Anyways, dude, I hope that helped. And if nothing less, I hope it armed you with something to help someone else. I hope you're having a great day, man. No matter where you are or when you are. I'm thinking about you, dude, and I love you. I'll talk to you soon, bud. Bye.